Okay. This thing working properly? I'm live. So, what up, everybody? Today is going to be a fun little experience. I'm going to be watching Dylan Hollis today. I'm going to start off with his bad recipes, and if I continue to have more time, I'll go into like the good ones and see maybe if I'll take a few of these to heart and maybe actually like surprise my wife with them. Maybe we'll see. But I'm definitely going to steer clear of the bad ones because if he thinks it's bad, then I guarantee it's probably going to be bad. If you don't know, Dylan Hollis is a very cool content creator on TikTok and YouTube, I'm pretty sure, who makes tons of cooking things, but he has also some other content that I haven't found out entirely since I don't stalk the dude's page. But as I'm aware, he is a very fun person to watch. And I've watched some of his videos and I've watched how he conducts himself through these, and they're actually a lot of fun. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
Meatloaf from 1931. We begin with a pound of ground beef. You don't want the sky beef, that would be scary. Fire! Who's mooing now? Strain it and let it cool. It's not dinner time until you add a pack of gelatin to some water. Onion and celery.
Yeah.
You know what stings more than a knife, Mr. Onion? Rejection. Now 2 cups of chicken stock. Time to boil. Strain the stock into the gelatin. No veggies allowed. Thank you for your Now that this is thick, we add in the beef, pimentos, and then we mix. This is revolting. No.
Oh my god.
What joy. To the fridge. Good morning.
That looks awful.
Incorrect. It's a cat food recipe. Liver cakes from 1947. So the liver is an organ which collects and filters all of the toxins from an animal throughout their lifetime. So why we prance about it, eat it, is beyond me. With that being said, I've never tried it. Until now. Into a pot of water goes a pound of calf's liver. This recipe asks for calf or mutton liver. But when I asked about mutton liver to the butcher, he just asked if I was okay. Fire! While that boils, a quarter cup of breadcrumbs, flour, salt, plus dried sage, and onion. Then we drain the... What?
Oh god.
Mince the liver. You know, I used to have a sock like this. This is disgusting.
Oh my god.
Get in. Now we make patties. What do you think we fry these in? Lard. Let me get my lard bucket.
Oh my gosh.
Lemon lards with liver and lard. There's something deviant about this. Tastes like metal. I don't like that. Magic mayo from 1951. What is magic mayo besides a mistake? I don't know, but the first ingredient is sweetened condensed milk. Don't worry, it's only 2/3 of a cup into a jar. It'll just take 12 years, quarter cup of olive oil, quarter cup of vinegar, the yolk of 1 egg. I find this incredible because mayonnaise is actually dairy-free, yet these people have managed to turn this into a lactose bonanza. We finish up with a bit of salt, cayenne, and ground mustard. Now we seal and shake vigorously, preferably to kill whatever demon we've summoned. You know, I used to like mason jars. Then came gentrification. To the fridge! Okay. That's awful, but nobody eats mayonnaise by itself. No! Sunscreen! El Corno from the Great Depression. What is the cheapest food? Was the question asked at the height of the Depression. So food scientists at Cornell came up with this. We start with a cup of cornmeal. So far so good. Then a half cup of powdered milk. That didn't last long. Teaspoon of salt mixed into a saucepan with 3 cups of water. Bring to a prolonged boil. Just how prolonged is this boil? It's done. Now, if this were to be your dinner, you'd add some tomato sauce and some pepper. For dessert, a touch of molasses and cinnamon.
Oh, that doesn't look good.
Tastes like a wet blanket. They're all so sad, like depressed polenta. Oatmeal that needs therapy. Unemployed grits. Fiesta Peach Spam Bake from 1954. Yes, folks, Thanksgiving is soon upon us, which means plenty of family drama, so I say why not just cut to the chase, serve this, and make everybody visibly upset. We begin by grating a can of sliced peaches. Save the syrup. Time for spam. Nothing says the holidays like ambiguous meat. Please exit. Now we slice it lengthwise 4 times, but don't go all the way through. Stuff the spam with cloves. Are you joking?
Oh no.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. 2021's been a rough year. Now we insert the peaches into the spam. Open up. Time to receive peaches. To the quarter cup of peach syrup, we add 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Are you aware that the syrup is sugar? Add the peaches. $3.75 for 35 minutes. Oh dear.
Oh man.
Why do I keep doing this?
Fair point.
That's not a good laugh, because this tastes like if Christmas gave up. A
peanut
pie from 1941, courtesy of the Caro Kid, who I can only describe as an infant male escort. Work with me here. You need a Any big plans for the weekend? Whole cup of Caro. A cup of sugar. So you want sugar with your sugar?
Yep.
Eggy shell. You didn't see anything. Margarine. Vanilla. 8 ounces of peanuts. All right. Stop.
Oh no.
Oh God. What have you done?
That's awful. Oh.
Demon baby! What did I do? It tastes like crunchy diesel. A pepper cake from 1915.
Oh no.
Instead of regular flavorings, this cake uses peppercorn and caraway, which is an interesting idea because it's awful. Half cup of sugar. 2 eggy. You hate to see it. Add a cup of syrup. What do you want, Miss Butterworth? Ma'am, this is very ready.
Oh my gosh.
In an hour. To a half cup of sour cream, we add an entire tablespoon of cracked pepper, caraway, and then the floofers. Introducing the world's worst dip. Get in.
Yeah,
a cup of
it's about right.
Love those.
Raisins are awful.
Yay. Bacon oven. Well, at least you specified the appliance. Huh? I was gonna make this in the dishwasher. It's bizarre. It tastes like an identity crisis on a plate. A perfection salad from 1961. In typical 60s fashion, we're using gelatin. We meet again.
Oh no.
It says salad like animal collagen. Half cup of boiling water.
Okay.
Apple cider vinegar. Lemon juice. Bit of salt. In you go. Now we shred celery, carrots, and cabbage. Always wash these real good. Celery's just like your parents. Dirtier than you think. It's supposed to be a fun way to get kids to eat their vegetables. How'd that work out, America? Onion,
not well.
Pepper.
Not well.
What's the point? A loaf pan? Really? I just love when my salad comes in a brick. Good night. Morning, it's time for mayonnaise.
Oh no.
What have you perfected? Garbage. It's cold, limp, and crunchy and bad. A pickled cheesecake from 72. Says this cheesecake stands out because it's savory. You don't think it has anything to do with the pickles? We start with the pretzel crust. Melted margarine. Time for the filling. Pound of cream cheese. Cup of sour cream. Goat cheese. And some pickle juice. Beat until soft. I don't need instructions. I'm single. Egg. Parmesan, garlic, onion powder, and red pepper flakes. At least it's hot garbage. Now for the star of the show, an entire cup of dill pickles. Smooth top. Yes. 45 minutes at 3:50. Good night. Oh boy.
Okay. Oh.
What is that? No, it's a demon quiche. A polka dot prune loaf from 1951.
Oh no, that's deadly.
Polka dotting the loaf or polka dotting the toilet. I know where I've got my money. Start by cooking 28 prunes, which is actually 28 too many. Water.
Yeah.
3 cups of Bisquick mix. Not sure if I'm curious or scared.
Scared. Scared. Very scared.
Form a dough. I wanted to make this last year, but I couldn't because there was a toilet paper shortage. Roll out.
Oh, so this is back 2021.
Don't look at me. I couldn't tell you where this is going. I just know it's the wrong destination. Melted butter. Sugar. Then we wrap and dip each prune before going into a loaf pan. This has to be the most complicated laxative on the planet.
I agree.
In the pan. Keep the balls arranged closely. That is solid advice.
Okay.
Row 2. Top the 3rd row with nuts and bake. I don't know about this.
Oh boy.
Between the Bisquick and the prunes, it's just very odd. Plus, it's liable to punish the porcelain.
Yeah.
man's cake from the Great Depression. The Depression was bad, right? People were crawling around on all fours in their yards eating dandelions. No, that's not an exaggeration. Those who were better off,
Yeah,
like Ruth
pretty
here,
much.
came up with recipes like this. Though bless her heart, she couldn't spell raisins. That's okay.
Oh,
Ruth.
no.
We start by cooking 1 cup of said raisins with 2 cups of water. Fire! We're boiling this until it reduces by half.
Okay,
Then we get a whole cup of shortening. I mean, I think that's a little excessive. In goes 1 egg. Plus a teaspoon each of ground cloves, allspice, and cinnamon. Ruth, I don't think that's gonna help. Finally,
Nope.
we add 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 2 cups of flour. Get in. Oh, this does not look right. There are no baking instructions at all, so we're just gonna do 350 for Lord knows how long. About 45 minutes. Did you notice there was no sugar? My
Yeah.
legs are shaking, and not in the good way. Well, that tastes like a diagnosis that is severe. A poor man's pie from 1949. Now this has to be the simplest pie recipe I've seen during my time on this earth. I'm not even sure this is going to make a pie. But first, pastry.
Well, we're about to find out.
Pastry, how you been? How's the wife? How you like that?
Yeah.
Welcome to the real world. For the filling, we have a pint of cream, cup of sugar, 3 tablespoons of flour, and that's it. If
That's a
pie
hint.
filling, then I'm Captain America. And then in it goes. We do get to sprinkle nutmeg on top. How extravagant. In this goes at 425 until it sets like a custard. I have no idea. It looks upset.
Okay. Looks like a breast plant.
Well, it's great. So long as you don't have to eat it. It's sweet goop. I don't get it. Because now I'm still a poor man just with a mediocre pie. A pork-bellied fruitcake from 1915. Meat and desserts was quite common back then. So was botulism. Steep a pound of pork in a cup of water. Fire! Honey, would you like Earl Grey or pork? I'll take a divorce. Sugar.
Yeah.
A cup of molasses. Sweet, bitter, and meaty. Like my ex. Yeah, why is it foaming? Do you think you could hear me? Currants. Peel. How would you... What? Ginger. Don't say it, Dylan. Cinnamon. Needs flour. 1, 2, 3. How big is this cake? 350 for 2.5 hours. Suppose any less and it might gain consciousness. Chungus. She's looking like a house foundation. All right, we got 2 fruitcakes here.
Yep.
What's scary is that it's not terrible. It's got this oily richness to it, but something just ain't right. I think it's the pound of pork. A prune pie from the Great Depression. Why just live in the Great Depression when you could also have chronic diarrhea? Wants me to plump in my prunes in water. I ain't plumping my prunes in nothing. Buy me dinner first. Pastry! Are you getting plump? Is plumping even a verb? I have birthed you. Easy does it. Blind bake the pie shell. That was distasteful. It looks like a failed grave robbery. Crust complete. Fire! Sugar. Prunes. Smells like botulism. It's 10 p.m. and I'm boiling prunes in my kitchen. Walnuts ain't gonna save this recipe, sweetie. Beat egg whites. How many?
It just says egg whites.
How does one know when a laxative is done cooking? Alrighty.
Yeah.
You know, it's not bad. It just vaguely tastes like a felony. A ration cake from World War II. So it's the 40s and we don't have any butter, sugar, milk, or eggs, and we need to make a cake. What do? Panic! Into a saucepan goes 2 cups of raisins plus 1 cup of water. In the interests of civil defense, we look to raisins to substitute our sugar. So you want me to boil raisins?
Raisins?
Being a patriot. Fire! This is awful. A half cup of water. Just give up. Don't make a cake.
Yeah, just don't.
A whole cup of molasses. No, this is not worth it.
No.
It's like barbecue sauce. Smells of death. For the dry ingredients, we need 1.5 cups of flour, half teaspoon of baking soda, and the only spice we get is cloves. Cloves. It's always the cloves.
Oh no.
Mash the raisins. It's been nice knowing you. This would make me enlist. Get in. Get off. 325 for an hour.
Cheap.
Oh no. Oh no, ma'am. Just no. A roughage loaf from 1892. Now my first thought was, who comes up with this? And then I took a look at the front. My man looks like he does taxes for fun. We start with an entire cup of wheat germ. Roughage is what dead people call fiber. And this is enough to incapacitate 1 medium child.
Jesus.
Flaxseed. You sure this wasn't meant for a bird? 1 cup of buttermilk. And a cup of molasses. This takes a while to come out. Don't worry.
Oh no. Yeah, I guess so.
For half hour. just to make it edible. Half cup of prunes. And of course it's the prunes. What else would it be? This man's really out here making people B-52 their toilets. This is either gonna plug you up or bring the morning thunder. Your boy said friendly fire.
Morning thunder, definitely.
Have you no mercy? A teaspoon of floof soda. Get in, prunes! This is culinary terrorism. $3.50 for 40 minutes. When I tell you that this is a brick, I mean it. It is a piece of masonry.
It looks like it.
Tastes like a bookshelf. Books included. That is bad. A Snickers salad from 1974. Yes, this is one of these salads.
Okay.
It certainly isn't a salad because America is
It's a gelatin salad, isn't it?
We start by topping 10 ounces worth of Snickers bars. Hey, Dylan, what you doing?
It's about the best part of this.
Salad. You know, with the chocolate bars. Come on. Cup of cold milk. Mood juice. 2
Okay.
packs of vanilla pudding. 4
Oh,
grams
no.
of apples. For what? Solidarity? Granny don't deserve this. Whatever happened to respect your elders? Now into the pudding goes a tub of Cool Whip, because we don't give a shit. In goes the apple.
It seems like it.
Snickers. You don't measure this in calories. No, you measure this in years taken off of your life expectancy. For best results, chill.
Yeah.
You need to chill. Is it good? No. Is it bad? No. It's sugar. Go ahead, feed this to a child. You're gonna yeet them into orbit. Goodbye, Johnny. Oh, terrestrial. Where's Johnny? Johnny is gone. A spam pie from the 1960s. A little late.
Is spam pie?
Crimes. Crust is saltines. Downshift.
Saltine crust. Okay.
Eggy. Marjoram. Are you just making things up? Who are you? You know, I've never been particularly religious, but today might be the day. A cup of evaporated milk. Have you lost the plot? I feel like if I do this correctly, I'm gonna invoke the spirit of Richard Nixon. This ain't food, this is a bioweapon. Monster. Liposuction looking. Decorate with almonds. Decorate? How do you decorate a tumor? He says, don't worry. They'll toast in the oven. We're not concerned about the almonds.
No.
I am in utter fear. Oh. Salt! God damn! Yeah, this is severe. It tastes like an IHOP kitchen floor. A soured raisin.
Okay, for the purpose of that whole thing there, that's awful. Like, saltines already come pretty salty, hence the name saltines. But adding spam, which is also drastically salted, into it, oh, that's just gotta be the most dry thing ever. Soured raisin pie. Oh no.
Pie from the Second World War. Now I know this is gonna be awful because it calls for soured milk, not buttermilk, not milk.
Soured?
No, honey. Soured bad milk.
Ugh.
Thick. The raisins. Use butter pastry for flavor.
Flavor.
2, 1. Blast off to the toilet. A cup of sour cream. Disgusting wasn't enough for you. Call the
No, apparently not.
Spices. Thanks for that. What goes well with IBS? Brown sugar. Smells like
Yeah.
coffee. Charming. Bake until done. You're a piece of work. Goodbye. I should have gone to church.
Oh, God, no.
Tastes like a shower drain or a bunion. Spaghetti
Oh my God.
from the 60s. Now, I've been unable to confirm whether or not this recipe actually existed in the 60s. Not that I particularly want to, but seemingly everybody and their dog has sent me this.
Oh no.
Saucepan goes a quarter cup of tomato soup, quarter cup of water. Now 2 packs
Yeah.
of gelatin. Wonder what demon will summon today. Fire! Now that this is completely smooth, we remove from heat and add 2 cans of SpaghettiOs. Is life insurance
Oh
expensive?
no.
Into a bunch.
Yeah, it is.
Good night. Ooh, did I mention there were sausages? Because there are sausages.
What?
I don't want to do it.
No. No.
That is unnatural. It's like a morgue. I need a hug. Tomato
No.
aspic from 1939. Yes, this is arguably the most infamous dish of the 20th century. At one point, it was on every menu from coast to coast. We start with 3 cups of stewed tomatoes, then an onion. What is the size of this onion? This thing's heavier than my self-doubt.
Oof.
1 celery stalk. Slicey slice. And now for the most pointless herb, the bay leaf. I think of these like small
Oof.
men. You'd have a hard time telling whether it's in or not. A pinch of salt
Oh my
and
God.
sugar, plus a single clove. So what are you doing tonight? Into a pot. Fire.
A single
Cooking for 10
clove.
minutes. Meanwhile, we soak 2 tablespoons of gelatin in a half cup of water. Now we strain this to remove any trace of raisin from the dish. And the gelatin. I don't like the look of this at all. To the fridge. What do you think we garnish this with? Did you guess mayo? Stop jiggling.
Oh, that's awful. No.
It's just a commendably daft idea. Tastes like somebody killed Italy. It's like geriatric ketchup. Tuna salad jello. You bet. What are you doing with that tuna, Dylan? Oh, you know, making jello. 1969.
That's
Texas
awful.
Community cookbook. Cup of water. Salt. Fire. Half a red onion. This was written by Mitchell White. Of course, that's his name. This recipe is making me cry, not the onions. Gelatin, vinegar. Already smells like death. In you go. Really, Mitchell? I want to know who heard this name. Make sure to chop it up all fine and disgusting. 5 ounces of albacore tuna. Are we sure this recipe wasn't written by a cat? Was Mitchell a cat?
Probably.
Now we wait. Oh, boy. How do we get to this? I do this for you.
No, yeah, go spit it.
Mitchell! That's not food. This is a war crime.
Yeah.
Pie from the Great Depression. A modern take on home baking. Sir, your phone number is 4 digits.
Yeah.
This is my son. Get a little bit dusty. You're gonna want a deep 9-inch. Don't we all? Blind bake 350. Eggy. No, officer, there's no shell in here. Sugar. Add your Pauladine extract. So far, so good. Vinegar. I take it back.
Yeah, it's bad.
School. A dash of sorghum. Well, I don't have sorghum because I don't have a life expectancy of 12. That's the power of pine salt, baby. For thine is the kingdom.
Oh, no.
To your liking. Sweetie, none of this is my liking. Don't
No,
come back.
none of it.
Came back. Nah. Heaven.
No,
This is what
no.
I'd imagine a toilet brush to taste like. An emergency war cake. No eggs, no milk, no butter, no joy. There's no sugar either. Is this the cake? 2
This is
teacups
horrid.
of raisins. How am I supposed to know how big your
Why is it
teacups
always the
are?
raisins?
Ira, 1 teacup of dates. Why do dead people like dates so much?
Yeah.
Fire! Cup and a half of molasses. Pretty sure this is how diesel is made. Cinnamon! Ira needs cloves. Easy does it. Wouldn't want to ruin it.
It's literally raisins, cloves, and dates that are just in there.
What in good God is this? Ira, honey, I'm going to war. Over what? Your cooking. Come on! This is the only cake that looks burnt before you bake it.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh, the
Tastes like
crunch.
like a size 10 boot. A Watergate salad from 1976.
Oh, I've had this. This is
Questionable
bad. This is
substances people
bad.
experimented with in the 70s. Pistachio pudding. In you go. Crushed pineapple. Hello, you are very green, sir. Cup of fluffy boys. Smells like a Palm Springs retirement home. Time to beat it. Cooperate. Perfect. Good night. Optional walnuts. Walnuts are never optional. Oh my.
No.
Nixon wished it was this easy. Cheers.
It's just too much sugar.
Someone will love this. It's not bad. It's just a cup of diabetes.
It's just too much
feel
sugar.
my teeth rotting. A water pie from the Great Depression. Can you bake a pie with 4 ingredients? Yes. I could also eat my mattress. Fire
Yeah,
your
it'd
oven.
probably be
I'm sorry,
tastier.
but we have to let you go. Pastry. It's been 16 months. What if I told you I hate pie? Oh boy, it fits. Fork it. I'm not that desperate. Blind
No.
date the pastry. That's rude. Are you still here? Damn it. Add 3 gills of water. This written for a fish.
Gills?
Is this a joke? Sugar. Flour. I think this qualifies as a pre-existing condition. Unconstitutional. Top with
Yeah.
butter. We're not even at a red light. This is not legal. All right, it finished a bit early, like my ex. It's a breast
Yeah.
implant. No, ma'am. Very bad. Tastes like lint. Soggy lint. Lard cakes from 1895.
Lard?
100% solid pig fat. A disturbing concept. And we're going to fry a dessert in it. Start with 1.5 cups of sour milk. They mean buttermilk. Full cup of heavy cream. Oh my. 2 eggs. Oh, this is thick. 1.5 teaspoons of floof soda. Pinch of salt.
Oh,
Add
boy.
flour until we get a pie dough consistency. I don't know what type of pie dough you're dealing with. Disturbingly dense. And now we heat 2 pounds of lard for deep frying. Pounds?
Yep.
Just get out of the box, please. Let's go, big boy. Wait, you didn't tell me what shape they are. When in doubt, triangles. I'm not ready.
Yeah.
Just flip. Cooperate. You are... Oh, my God. Hello, lard triangle. You were swimming in apple. How does it feel? Then we roll them in sugar.
Horrid.
Ooh. That in my stomach like a bowling ball. The dominant flavor is
Yeah.
saturated fat. No spices, just cream and... I have a sudden urge to hibernate. A baked
Yeah.
pizza from 1954.
Why?
I'm scared of lots of things,
Why
including
ruin
the IRS,
pizza?
and English majors. But I'm most afraid of beans where they don't belong. Oh dear. The sauce begins with a can of tomato paste. Plus 8 ounces of
Okay.
spaghetti sauce. Really starting out on the wrong foot. More like the wrong limb. Add oregano
Yeah.
for an authentic taste. I feel
Yeah.
like I'm in Italy. For the crust,
Authentic.
the refrigerator biscuits. Sorry, what was you saying about authentic? On goes the sauce.
Yeah.
Parmesan. Now 20 ounces of baked beans. What part of Italy are you from? Kentucky? In the center, some
Yeah.
fresh mozzarella. How to get an entire country to hate you. Step 1, this. $4.25 for 10, then $3.25 for 20. No. We can serve this with anchovies or sardines. How about a swift death?
Yeah. Be more fitting.
Oh, what? What is wrong with you? You are sick. It's just vile. A bologna cake from 1960.
I just thought about this, but the person that's collecting Dylan's trash probably has one of the biggest questions of how it smells so rank. Like, he has to dispose of this food somehow. Like, I don't know how he gets rid of all the bad recipes and everything. Maybe he just tosses it. But the person that's dealing with the garbage from him has to have questions or have some concerns as to why their garbage just smells so bad every week. I mean, garbage is supposed to smell bad, but rancid food garbage is like the worst.
66. What's more American than bologna and cake? Eating it. Pack of cream cheese. A tablespoon of onion powder. Plus 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. Boy, honey,
That's Worcestershire sauce there, sir.
At least I'm taking the kids. Are you ready for bologna? Good, because there's a pound of it. She says you'll find the rest of the recipe quite intuitive. No, I don't. Certainly not. Your friends
no.
the circles of indistinct mammal. Normally, I'm quite comfortable handling
Yeah, no.
This is physically disturbing me. The last one. To finish, we decorate with spray cheese. This is giving me emotions. Please,
Spray cheese? Really? No, just don't.
Are you supposed to eat this on crackers or on drugs?
Drugs, definitely.
It's uncomfy and it's bad. Broiled humdingers from 1967.
Okay.
Don't ask. This is a spam recipe, one of mid-century America's favorite things, right up there next to big cars and being prejudiced. First up, we put our can of spam in a blender. It's gonna be one of those days, huh? Perfect. If this red flag was any bigger, it would be a blanket.
Yep.
To the ground spam, we add a teaspoon of mustard plus 2 tablespoons of ketchup, which is spelled catsup. Why? Quarter cup of
Catsup.
oat juice and a half cup of oats. I just don't understand. Are there worse things than this? Doubt it. You know, jokes aside,
Yeah.
I'm quite disturbed by this. The next step is to strain our can of halved peaches. Of course it is. The epitome of logic. I think I'm becoming jaded. Peaches onto a baking sheet. Form some patties. Squish. Broil these on the top rack for 10 minutes. Maybe they'll disappear. Well, some didn't make it, which is unfortunate because it means some did.
Yeah.
Well, that was utterly horrendous. Thank you. Cheese cookies from 81. Call me crazy, but I believe that cookies should be sweet, a dessert, a treat. This is that. No, our friends
No,
from
it's
the
not.
80s have come up with a savory appetizer cookie. So, we start by melting 2 sticks of oleo. This stuff also goes by the name of margarine or wrong.
Yeah.
Then a half pound of sharp cheddar. Mr. Cheese, I'm so sorry. Sloppy. A teaspoon of red pepper flakes. Worcestershire.
Oh, boy.
Of Tabasco. And 2 cups. Plus 2 cups.
2 cups of what?
Rice Krispies.
Oh my.
Like finally, a pinch of salt and 2 cups of flour.
Oh no.
350 until golden brown.
Oh no.
Oh.
He looks so sad.
That's not right. Spicy and cakey and crunchy. Just eat cheese. Pipped
Yeah.
beef from World War II, also known as shit on a shingle. Now we have dried beef. I didn't know beef came in a jar. Chop up the dehydrated cow. Pamper bath. Flour. Pepper. Boys, it's time to toast. I can see where the name comes from.
Yeah, it's not too far from it.
No. Yeah, it's not good. It tastes like it's insulting me. A simple pork cake. Of course it uses lard. Why not?
Yeah.
Honey, call the police. 2 cups of raisins. It's always the raisins. Add 1 egg of lard. What are you feeding your chickens? You happy? Sister. Fire! A cup of coffee. No.
No.
This is a misdemeanor.
Yeah.
I think I've summoned something. Brown sugar, eggy, lard. What do you want me to do with this? Call the CDC. This is the South's revenge.
Yeah.
Flour, apples, add nuts. How much? I need nut instructions.
Yep.
Smells deceased. Seems to have collapsed, like the South.
Yeah.
Tastes damp, wet. Clam biscuits from 1974. Now I love biscuits and I love clams, but do they belong together?
I love biscuits, I hate clams.
To a 12-year-old me when they divorced? Probably not. We begin with 2 cups of flour, 3 teaspoons of floof powder, then 2 tablespoons of shortening. Vegetable shortenings are great when you want something like butter, but worse. Please get off the spoon. Please, sir. Mix with hands. In goes a half cup of moo juice, then a can of minced clams.
A can of clams?
What do you? Yep, those are clams. Oh, it wants the juice too.
Oh, no.
Into a muffin pan. So are they biscuits or are they muffins? What are you? That's what I used to ask
bit of both.
in high school. Hello. Butter. I see. I'm getting a top note of cat food, like someone dropped a biscuit in the fish tank. Yeah, those taste like low tide. That is to say, New Englanders would love it. A coal miner cake from 1936. Starting off on the right foot here with a half cup of lard.
Come on, at least one of these has to be like passable.
Have to do this. This stuff is great, you know. You can run your tractor on it.
Yeah.
Drizzle of molasses. Is this the coal? 4 eggies. They did you dirty. We seem to have made a ginger pot. Flour. Cuckoo. Half cup of strong coffee. Now we mix
Strong
baking
coffee
soda into sour cream. There are too many things happening.
Yeah, this isn't the one.
Flour, coffee, flour, coffee. You are banished. Has it unionized? Looks good, but looks can be deceiving.
Yeah.
Oh. They're very dense and pungent. Suppose I wouldn't mind it if I was in a coal mine, but in a coal mine I'm not.
Okay, so it's not too bad.
Salad from
Just not his taste.
That's not a typo. This is deliberate. Someone
Oh no,
this.
a Jello salad.
Paid for it. Let's not make assumptions, though. We begin with a pint of cottage cheese, followed by a can of crushed pineapple. Well drained, of course, like my hope. Next, we joyously sprinkle in an entire packet of lime Jello. Can I start making assumptions now?
Yeah.
Come on. Ma'am, do you know what a salad is? Because whatever you think, it's wrong. Lastly, we fold a tub of Cool Whip.
A tub?
To the fridge. At least nothing hatched.
That's like just sugar.
Ma'am, no. It's just disrespectful. A crusty spam bake from 1960.
Oh my gosh.
You guys are gonna be the end of me. To start, we're gonna need some cornflakes. Promise.
Okay.
I'm not making this up. A little bag. No crumbs. Now we get our can of spam and we cry. Slice into 8 pieces using a knife. Thanks for that tip. I was in danger of using a spoon. To the cornflakes crumbs, we add 2 tablespoons of brown sugar and a dash of cloves. Because why not go full manic? Drain a can of pineapple slices and brush with butter. Just another.
Oh no.
Coat the spam slices in mustard. No, don't make me.
Don't.
20 minutes at 350. Hello there.
That's just awful. Hey, Victoria.
That ain't it. The dump cake from 68. So post-World War II
Okay.
saw the invention of the cake mix, but for some Americans that was still too much work. And so the dump cake was invented. Let's take a dump. Directly into an oil baking dish goes 20 ounces of pie filling. Goodbye, cherries.
Okay.
Dump cake mix on top. This is sacrilegious.
Literally,
daft.
literally pie filling. Dumping that on there. I love this guy too.
Your dump. Golly gee. $3.75 for 50 minutes. This is for people who hate baking, and I don't like those people. We have a done dump. It's fresh. Fresh dump. It's an unenthusiastic cobbler. I mean, yeah, it's all right, but it's all wrong. If you're going to bake, bake. A cake should be an occasion, not a disfigured dump on a plate.
Yeah.
Meatloaf from the Great Depression. Yes, this is a depression meatloaf, which happens to be what I call myself when I'm wrapped in blankets at 2 a.m. watching Netflix covered in Pop-Tart crumbs. But anyway,
Yeah.
let's start with 6 slices of bread, preferably like my dating life. Stale. Remove the crusts. If you're over the age
That
of
sounds
6
like a
and you
problem,
still do
Dylan.
this, good for you. Don't let anyone tell you how to eat. Move to a bowl. Save the crusts. Add a cup of oats and a can of evaporated milk. The meat remains unseen. Perhaps it's waiting for marriage. Pepper. 2 teaspoons of salt and a teaspoon of poultry seasoning. I'm not sure if anyone's
Poultry?
beef is a cow. You know, the mooing? Time for just a pound of ground beef. Mix thoroughly. This is
Oh my gosh.
Then we add ketchup. Press in the bread crusts. Railroad track looking Union Pacific meatloaf. 5 more ketchup. Bake this in a moderate oven for an hour. That is unpleasant. It tastes like it's saving me money. Hard times. Frog eye salad from 1968.
Frog eye salad.
Water. Fire. Cook a box of acini de pepe to al dente. You know, the other word for al dente is correct. To a new saucepan, we have a cup of sugar, dash of flour, 2 eggies, then the juice from all of this canned pineapple. You see this?
Oh, man.
This is concern. Cook this, drain the pasta. Time to go. Oh. We've chilled both of these down, and now we start combining. Pineapple. Why? The author calls this her comfort food. I call it a mistake. Pound of mandarin oranges. A tub of Cool Whip. A cup of... cup of marshmallows.
Cup of marshmallows.
It needs it. It doesn't need salt. It needs help.
It's sweet.
I just don't understand. Yeah, so it's not good. Frozen orange juice pie from 53. Now, I've seldom heard of orange-flavored pies, likely because it's a bad idea, but Betty Crocker doesn't think so.
Oh, man.
You were misshapen. Stop it. Then we form this to a pie dish. An 8-inch is preferable. It sure is, Betty.
Oof.
8 minutes at 475. Now we dilute our frozen orange juice concentrate with just 1 can of water. What are you looking at? Into a saucepan, a cup of sugar, 1/4 cup cornstarch. Done. 1/2 cup of OJ. Slowly whisking in until boiling. Fire! The yolks of 2 eggs. Temper the eggs. Get back in. After a minute, remove from heat and add 2 tablespoons of butter. Meringue? What are you doing, Betty? The 2 egg whites. 1/4 cup of sugar.
Oh, boy.
So the pie's not frozen, is it, Betty? No, it was just the orange
No.
juice. 400 for 10 minutes. Looks a bit sad. Wow. It's an orange meringue pie with really bad oranges. No. Hardtack from the Civil War. Yes, whether it's expeditions, famines, wars, or this is what we
hardtacks
crisis.
are a little strange.
2 cups of flour, 1/2 cup of water. I bet you thought there was more. No, there's not. That's right. This is the most basic recipe in the history of history. Talk about stretching a dollar. This is some spandex level stretch. Oh, you're gluten-free? Sorry, all we have is gluten. We cut them into sad little squares. Time to poke some holes. You know, these kind of look like graham crackers. If graham crackers were made out of drywall. We then bake these at 250 for upwards of 4 hours to remove most of the moisture.
At the very least, they'll last a very long time.
These are roof tiles.
Yeah.
Well, this is a first. Y'all really said Ford tough.
Yeah.
Just aggressive. I mean, it doesn't taste bad. It's bread. Danger bread, but bread. Now, of course, you shouldn't eat them dry, but the taste is the same.
Yeah.
Ambrosia.
Okay. So maybe we should do the bright side since we did the dark side of it. Sure, why not? Let's do the light side as well.
From 1951. So mid-century America has produced many suspect salads, many of which continue to leak out of the angsty states of Wisconsin and Minnesota. However, ambrosia is arguably the one that started them all, the pioneer, if you will, and today we're going to see if that's a good thing. Start by draining 1.5 pounds of mandarin oranges, pound of maraschino cherries, and 20 ounces of pineapple. Time for 1.3 cups of cream whipped. Keep in mind, this is a salad.
Yeah.
Yes, I like to whip cream.
Not really a salad.
More intimate. Now in goes 1/2 cup of sour cream and 1/2 cup of coconut. Chop the cherries and 1 cup of walnuts. Sure, walnuts aren't my favorite, but I've been known to never turn down a nut. In goes the cherries, pineapple mix. Just like me, the mandarin oranges are a delicate fruit, so they go in last. You know, this actually looks good. To the fridge. Once you're ready to serve, you fold in 2 cups of marshmallows. To the salad. This has to be the most 50s thing ever.
It looks, yeah. It's good, isn't it?
You know what? I like this one. It's quite pleasant. Anzac biscuits
Nice.
from the Great War. In Australia and New Zealand, this recipe is actually protected by law. Bake it wrong, to jail. I mean, not really, but
Oh,
you can make them
gosh.
angry. They have kangaroos. 1 cup of oats.
Yeah.
I love oats. They taste like grandparents. I mean, they don't taste like... You know what I mean? 1 cup of flour. Then 1 cup of desiccated coconut. Not shredded, not sweetened. I'm talking dried flakes. Gonna need some head and shoulders for that. 3/4 of a cup of sugar. Now into a saucepan goes 10 tablespoons of butter. I did have to convert this entire recipe from grams into freedom units. Then a 1/4 cup of golden syrup. Once the butter melts, we remove and add a teaspoon of baking soda. This is weird. It's foamy. Mix. 350 for 12 minutes. Oh, boy, howdy. Crispy but chewy. Good biscuit. Apple cider cookies from 1973. Yes, we humans have been baking with apples since the first time somebody baked with an apple. And today we're going to be continuing that tradition. Start with 3/4 of a cup of butter. That's a lot of butter, Miss Pillsbury. 1 cup of brown sugar. 1/2 cup of sugar. Sugar. Full disclosure, I picked this recipe because it looked good. I don't always like to destroy my taste buds, you know. Butter go burr. 1 egg. Now for 2 cups of flour. Pinch of salt. Teaspoon of floof soda. That's baking soda. And apple pie spice. What's apple pie spice? Let me tell you. 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, allspice, ground ginger, ground cardamom, and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Oh dear, it's gonna be a little cinnamon heavy. Now we finally chop an apple of our choosing. I chose this one to die.
Yep.
1/4 cup of apple cider. Get in. It's not November yet, so we're cleared for some optional nuts.
Yeah.
Chill time.
Nuts are not optional.
For about 17 minutes. Hello.
Especially not for this guy.
Time for icing. 3 tablespoons of melted butter. 1/3 of a cup of cider. Then we add powdered sugar until it's thick.
Yep. Might actually try that one.
Oh yes, you will love these. They are the taste of the season. Avocado bread from 73.
Okay.
It seems that before millennials discovered avocado on toast, their forefathers wanted to skip a few steps and just put the avocado directly in the bread. We're gonna see if they were onto something.
Fair enough.
They were onto a lot of things back then. We begin with 2 very ripe avocados.
Mostly cocaine.
Time to open you up. Good morning. Now in goes 3/4 of a cup of sugar. So the avocado is the only source of fat in this recipe, so instead of creaming sugar into butter, we're just creaming the fruit, which is something I happen to be familiar with.
Yeah.
Time for 3... Oh. Well, 3 eggs. Beat thoroughly. For the dry ingredients, we mix together 2 cups of flour with 1.5 teaspoons of floof powder. That's baking powder. Combine the 2, fold, in you go. We seem to be baking guacamole. 350 for about 45 to 50 minutes. Whoa, look at how good it looks. Woo!
It's good, isn't it?
Woo! This tastes amazing. I'm so confused. Because there's no butter, there's no oil, there's no milk, just fruit.
Yeah, and the avocado provides all that.
From 1947. This is fascinating.
More avocado.
It seems chronologically wrong to find this in a 1940s cookbook, which means it must be pretty special, or that time-traveling keto athleisure influencers exist. You know, people who follow strange concepts like exercise. Into a saucepan with a 1/2 cup of sugar, a pinch of salt, and 2 cups of milk. Moon juice! Now we scald this, so bring it to a simmer, but not a boil. Fire! Into a separate bowl goes 2 eggs. Beat. While whisking, we cook the eggs by slowly pouring in the hot milk. In goes a cup of heavy cream and 2 avocados mashed.
Okay.
I'm going to force mine through a sieve. And finally, the juice of a lemon. Beat thoroughly. Just freeze until firm. Good morning. Am I really about to have ice cream for breakfast? It's destiny.
I guess so.
Whoa. Yes, that works. It's really quite nice. It is a bit icy, more of a sherbet, but it's a no churn, so I can't complain. It is a lovely, delicate taste. An avocado pie from
More
66.
avocado.
Graham cracker crust. 5 tablespoons of melted Paula Deen. Unsalted. She must be in a good mood today. Dash.
I guess so.
I don't know how big your dash is. Remember the edges. The edges. Blind bake the shell for 15. Avocados. 3. Ooh, it's a boy. Delicious. Howdy. Cream cheese. Sweetened condensed milk. This is from 1938. It's only electrocuted me twice. Woo! Yes,
nice.
Sir. You need the juice of 2 limes. Smells like the war.
Oof.
Chill time. Good morning. You know what? This is doing something for me. It's rather eccentric, but very smooth and quite light. That right there is a summer pie. A bean pie from the 1920s.
Beans?
You heard me. Now these took a long bath.
Navy bean
night.
pie.
Good night. Good morning. Time to cook them. Fire! Pastry! Gotta use your fingies. Thank you for cooperating today. Bean rebellion! 2 cups of flour. Yummy, yummy. Simming mo juice. Eggy. How many? I don't know. It just says eggs. Sugar.
Ooh.
4. Did you just kill my blender?
Oh no.
Hello?
The beans murdered his blender.
Now. You swung first. Checkmate. Looks horrifying. Let's slow down for a bit. Nothing.
How is that good?
Why are you good? You have a bag of beans in you. A carrot pie from 1919. Before pumpkin pie became king, people ate this. Now they're dead. Pound of carrots. Reloading. I just love this. Water. Fire.
Okay.
For pastry. Welcome to the world. It's awful.
Yeah.
Get in, please. Get in the pan. Get in. Moo juice. Only a half cup of sugar. It's time for some eggy ginger. Simming in. Time's up. Combine all ingredients except for pie shell. Were you really worried I was going to mix in a fully constructed pie shell into this? I'm a fool, not an idiot. This is frighteningly liquid. Who are you? Fascinating. Hold on. It's a pumpkin pie imposter. Bit chewier, but elsewise lovely. A chocolate beet cake from 66.
Beets?
Now look, I'm no stranger to cakes with bizarre ingredients, but I think the use of pickled beets is the most
Pickled
unorthodox.
beets.
We start by blending our 15-ounce can of pickled beets. Juice and all, honey. There seems to have been a murder. Now into a bowl, put a half cup of vegetable oil, 1.5 cups of sugar, a bit of vanilla, 3 eggs. Whisk vigorously. In go the beets.
Okay.
For the dry ingredients, we need 2 cups of flour, 1/3 of a cup of cocoa, pinch of salt, and a teaspoon of baking soda. But there's no acid. Oh, the beets! They might be onto something. Get in. Fold. Or velvet. About 50 minutes at 375. Woo. For the ganache, we need a half cup of cream and 4 ounces of chocolate over very low heat. Fire! Just until the chocolate melts and everything is smooth. Oh my.
Okay.
Son of a... It's fantastic. Beets? What's next? A chocolate mayonnaise cake from
I
56.
guess mayonnaise.
This has been my most requested cake. Of course, it's the mayonnaise. Flour. Floofers. Today you will rise. Potted cocoa. Why she smells like chocolate. Mayonnaise. And it's not just a little bit. No, it's a severe, unauthorized cup of mayonnaise. Cup of water. Honey, you can't write a war crime. You know, it's hard now, but I hope it turns out okay. Like children. I'm sending you to summer camp. For the frosting, we boil milk, sugar, cocoa, and margarine. Fire! Beat in mayonnaise to the chocolate. Do you keep it in your purse? Hello. Maybe if I just don't think about it. Good heavens. Holy fuck. Fantastically moist. The chocolate is tangy. I'll concede you were right. A chocolate sauerkraut cake from 48. Thought this was a joke. Turns out I'm the joke. Sauerkraut, a whole cup, soak in water.
Oh gosh.
1.5 cups of sugar. Cream time. You can use a mixer. I just do this to feel something. Eggy flour. Half cup of cocoa. Baking powder. Water. Yummy. Fold in sauerkraut carefully. Or what? I'm gonna ruin your disaster?
Yeah.
Can a cake be tried for treason? In she go. I know it's open. Wow. Bring buttercream and chocolate to a boil. Okay.
I mean, I know it's gonna be good because this is his good compilation.
No.
But he's mad about it.
Feels like coconut. I don't taste sauerkraut. Either chocolate fixes everything or this is alchemy.
It's alchemy.
Zucchini bread from 1968.
Zucchini.
Now, when I think of zucchini, I think of good barbecues, summer salads. Men, just not dessert. But we start such a dessert with a cup of flour.
I mean, zucchini, I guess, could be for like the oil and such.
A 1/4 cup of margarine. A 1/4 cup of an oil of my choosing. Guessing 10W30 wouldn't work. Cup of brown sugar. 2 eggs. For the zucchini, we need 1.5 cups shredded, skin and all. I hate zucchini. Doesn't taste bad, it just makes me feel insufficient. Wet. Dry.
Yeah.
This isn't just a chocolate cake recipe with a bit of zucchini. No, this has more zucchini than flour. 50 minutes at 350.
I mean...
Great. Cease and desist. It's really quite brilliant. Deepens the chocolate, keeps it nice and moist. I don't make the rules. A chocolate potato cake from 1912.
Potatoes this
why we
time?
don't perform lobotomies anymore. Boil a potato. Did I mention this was a cake? Skins stay on, unlike Americans. Fire!
Yeah,
Cream
fair.
the butter. Can we at least have coffee first? Butter go boom. Should be a pale white. Wakey, wakey. Who's tough now? Moo juice. Bloop. Sim-a-nim. Chocolate. I bet this recipe is just all the wrong answers on a baking test.
Probably.
Like dentures. Go away. Goodbye. For the icing, we boil butter, sugar, milk, and chocolate. My time has come. Not bad, dead people. All right.
It looks good.
You're not supposed to work. It's incredible. I'm mad about it. Christmas crack from the 70s.
This is good.
Already obvious by the name. This recipe
This
hails
is
from the
really
USA,
good.
Where it is a Christmas staple. They do things differently around here. We start with a whole sleeve of saltine crackers. I'm guessing that's where the name comes from, which is disappointing. We line these up flat over some good foil. Now into a saucepan goes 1 cup of butter and 1 cup of brown sugar. Fire! We're boiling for 5 minutes. Bubble, bubble. Now we pour this over the crackers. With the saltine. Oh dear. Then 350 for 7 minutes. As soon as these come out of the oven, we top with a whole bag of chalky chips.
Yep.
Then spread. Ooh, I see what you're working with. Then you can top this with whatever you want. I'm gonna use walnuts. To the fridge. Done. Hello. And now we crack the sheet. The name is making a lot more sense now.
Yeah.
Ooh. My goodness.
It's good, isn't it?
America, you've done it again. This is fantastic. The Christmas fruitcake from 1900. So I've never made a fruitcake, but if you're anything like me, you are one.
Oh my god.
1.5 cups of butter and 3 cups of brown sugar. Half cup
Yep.
of treacle and 6 eggs. How big is this cake? 4.5 cups of flour, nutmeg, cloves, allspice, cinnamon, plus 1.5 teaspoons of floof powder. Get in.
Yep.
I present to you the fruit. The mix is 8 ounces each of candied orange peel, pineapple, cherry,
Okay.
dried figs, currants, dates,
Dried
raisins,
figs?
all soaked in an obscene amount of brandy. Look away, kids. Ooh, that hurts.
Not any.
Festering for a few days. 3 cups of walnuts. This is ridiculous. A lot of fruit, brandy, and nuts.
God.
Sounds like a good weekend. 300 for 2 hours. Done. Now time for a cheesecloth and more brandy. Well, there
Oh
goes
my
that. Now we
gosh.
just wait. Ooh. I feel like I'm exhuming a body. Hello.
Oh no.
Well, it's very moist and very potent.
At least
Don't
he
feed too
enjoys
much to
it.
Grandpa, he won't make it down the stairs. Love it or hate it,
Oof.
it's the taste of Christmas. And that's quite fine by me. Coconut ice from 61. Now, it's come to my attention that a lot of Americans don't like coconut. And you know what? It's okay to be wrong. But this here is an old school British candy, which looks too simple to be good. We begin with
Okay.
a 15-ounce can of sweetened
So
condensed
British.
milk. Half of it goes in one bowl, the other half in another. Then into each bowl goes a cup of powdered sugar. My sweet tooth is tingling. Mix. Then we dye one bowl pink by using a few drops of red food coloring. Boop. You know, as a kid, I've always loved pink, which was the first of many signs, and a little bit of Nilla. Finally, to each bowl goes 2 cups of coconut flakes. Don't use sweetened. You will kill
Okay.
somebody. 1, 2. Then to an 8-inch parchment-lined pan goes the first layer. Gotta pack it tight. Then the second. This is
Okay.
fun. And that's it. Pop it in the fridge for at least 3 hours to set. Ooh. Oh my goodness. These are just lovely. What do you think?
There's no ice in these.
The perfect
Yeah.
summer candy. Copycat Almond Joys from 1953. Yes,
Okay.
copycat recipes are nothing new, and neither are Almond Joys. In fact, one Mrs. Kirk from Montgomery, Alabama loved them so much she wanted to make them herself. Let's go, honey. We start with an entire 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk,
Okay.
to which we add 2 cups of powdered sugar. Mix. Then comes 4 cups of unsweetened coconut. That's a lot. Come on. Then press it into a large parchment-lined pan. I'm using a 13 by 9 inch, but you could use anything similar, like a casserole dish. Once it's flat and even, you're gonna need some almonds. You just line them up and press them in. This is so satisfying. Now this goes to the fridge, preferably overnight. It just needs to be really hard. Whoa. Cut. Yes. Now 4 cups of chocolate and 2 teaspoons of shortening or coconut oil. Melting over a double boiler. Fire! Then dip and cover. Hello! Done! Let them set. On the money. Look at that. We did that. Mrs. Kirk, you're my hero. corn cookies from 1930.
Corn.
If cornmeal were to end up in my sugar cookie dough, I would consider that a mistake. But these people have
Yeah.
done it on purpose. Do you know what that's called? Criminal intent. Begin by
Yeah.
creaming a half cup of margarine with a half cup of sugar. They say using softened margarine is ideal. No, honey, what's ideal is not using margarine. One egg.
Fair.
So far, so good. And then came the cornmeal. Cornmeal and a sugar cookie. What a bright idea. Oh, cornmeal on the floor. I'm gonna start needing blood pressure medication. 3/4 of a cup and half a cup of flour. Mix. Now we form a log. Come on, be a good corn log. To the icebox. You are frozen. And now we roll it in cornmeal. Cookies.
Oh my gosh.
375. Huh? Whoa. This is lovely. It's a sugar cookie with a bachelor's degree. Bravo. Cornstarch
Okay.
cookies from 1919. These go by many
Cornstarch
names.
now.
Starchies, meltaways, and in Brazil where they originate, sequilhos. But they're one of the OG gluten-free 3-ingredient cookies. We start with a half cup of sweetened condensed milk.
Okay.
Followed by a half cup of soft butter. Beat vigorously. Then using the handle of a spoon, we slowly stir in 2 cups of cornstarch. What precisely does this accomplish? Trust the process. This is a strange trifecta of ingredients. I'm intrigued. Now we bake in a slow oven for 15 to 20 minutes. We'll do 325 Fahrenheit. Perfect. These are so cute.
I mean, they look nice.
Well, you know, in a world of similar cookies, these are something quite special. They're like a cloud of joy. Incredibly unique.
Fair enough.
Chocolate cottage cheese cookies from 1955. This was
Cottage
given to me by my
cheese.
friend Shelby. It's called Quick Dishes for the Woman in a Hurry. In a hurry to take a dump. We start with a cup of margarine.
my
It's
God.
like butter, but terrible. 2 cups of sugar. Now we beat. That tracks for the 50s. 2 eggs. Then an entire cup of cottage cheese. I hate cottage cheese. It looks like it's listening to me.
Yeah.
For dry ingredients, we need 3 cups of flour, a teaspoon of floof powder, and a half teaspoon of floof soda. Half cup of cocoa. Get in. Finish with nuts. Don't have to ask me twice. Mix. 10 minutes, 350. Hello. Oh. Now that's just a good cookie. It is distinctly different, but good. Cowboy cookies from 65.
More
Now,
cookies.
I'm familiar with cookies, and I'm quite familiar with cowboys. I went to the University of Wyoming. Go Pokes! So let's bake their cookies. We start by toasting a cup of coconut, cup of pecans,
Okay.
and 2 cups of rolled oats. What? I've never thought to toast oats. 8 minutes at 350. Next, we have a cup
All
of
right.
butter, cup of brown sugar, and a cup of sugar. Sugar. This recipe is so even. How nice. Cream.
So brown sugar,
And
sugar.
2 eggs. Mix. Oh, toasty. For the dry ingredients, we have 2 cups of flour and a mere teaspoon of baking soda. Fold. In goes
Okay.
all the toasties. Plus 2 cups
Yep.
of chalky chips. So much stuff. Cause the West
Yeah.
all know. About 11 minutes at 350. These are highfalutin. Hold on. Good? Very. A date cream.
All right.
55. Now, if you've never had a date before, I'm sorry. You must be very lonely. But this is
Aw.
what they look like, and now you're looking at 2 fruits. We need 1 cup chocolate. Very sticky. And this, gentlemen, is what happens when we get old. Cup of sugar. Quarter cup of cornstarch. Quarter cup of moo juice. What are we making? Glue? 2 cups of scalded milk. Ha! Boil
What it looks
vigorously.
like.
Now we cook for 10 minutes over a double boiler. No clue. I've never made a date cream before. I've never cooked a date cream before. The yolks of 3 eggs. Temper first. Get in. Mix. Cool it down with 3 tablespoons of butter. The dates. To the fridge. Good evening. It's dark. This is solid.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa. Oh, what? This is blowing my mind. This tastes amazing. But I am more astounded as to how we ended up with ice cream in the fridge. Deep fried cookie dough from 71. It's known that here in America, they'll deep fry anything that isn't bolted to the earth, including zucchinis, hot dogs,
that's about
and
right.
several species of large bird. To a half cup of butter,
Yep.
we add 2/3 of a cup of sugar. You come into my house. 1 1/3 cup flour. And a cup of chalky chips. Mix. There's no floofers. They don't bake these. They'll go be flatter than my butt. Chill time. Now for the batter, we need a 1/4 cup of flour. Teaspoon of floof powder. 1/4 cup of sugar. 1 cup of moo juice. Then a tablespoon of vegetable oil. You don't want any lumps. I fry with peanut oil. That's correct. Are you ready to die? Yeah, me too. 1, 2, 3. Man, this looks incredible.
I bet it tastes incredible too. Yeah, look at them eyes.
This is perfection. I don't know what else you want me to say. Whoopsie, they're gone. Eggnog from 1895. So eggnog is already one of my favorite things, but homemade
I just don't like eggnog.
10 times better. Oh my gosh, by golly. We start with the yolks of 5 egg geese. Save the whites. Then we whisk in sugar. Doesn't tell me how much, so I'm going to use a cup. It's Christmas. Yes, I will be calling this eggy nog. Now we add 2 cups of fruit juice and 1 cup of heavy cream to a cauldron. Sorry, my cauldron's in the dishwasher. Simmer 4 cloves. Fire! We're scalding, not boiling. Then we temper the eggs with about half of this mixture. And then back you go. Low heat until thick. Done. Strain it. Not today, cloves. Egg whites. Come on. Time for mixing. Just a touch of sugar. Fold. Nutmeg. Now, if you're not comfortable with raw egg whites, you can heat this whole mixture back up, but it won't be as fluffy. To the fridge. Oh, it's
okay.
More nutmeg. Oh dear. This has ruined all of it.
Oh, man.
This is life-changing. It's Christmas. A fake apple pie
Oh, boy.
from the Great Depression. This recipe was sent to me by Herbert Hoover Feet Picks. Something for everybody. Instead of
I guess.
apples, this recipe uses Ritz crackers, sugar, water, fire. Stir until disgusting.
Well, we're about to find out.
Time. Oh, you crafty. Are you 9 inches yet? Said 15-year-old me. Lemon juice.
Yeah.
I wish. 40 Ritz crackers. What am I supposed to expect? Dividend. Suppose it's better than eating your offspring. Do I call the police or a priest?
Priest.
A priest. Honey, there's been an accident. Bake at 4:30. I'm bleeding. Oh boy.
Okay.
Whoa. It tastes like apples. We found the first good one.
So this was his first one that he did that was good.
These are also called cracker flitters. What is a flitter? I don't know. Nobody knows. We begin with 2 sleeves of saltines. America's favorite sawdust squares. Cover and soak these with water. Granny's favorite soggy crackers. And we squeeze and drain it. Just imagine cooking this and trying to tell yourself that everything is okay. 1 egg.
Oh, gosh.
Now we heat up a skillet with what? A suitable amount of lard. There is no suitable amount of lard. Never has been, never will be. Fire! And then we just... try not to die. How long does sadness take to cook?
Oh, my God.
Allicin maple syrup. That is surprisingly good. Seriously, give this a try. You don't have to use
Yeah.
Ginger nuts from 1906. Now, I've never seen a ginger nut, but I assume it's roughly the same as a blonde or a brunette. Fittingly, these nuts begin with a good pound of flour, pinch of salt, 3 ounces of sugar, teaspoon of soda, and ½ an ounce of ginger. You're gonna be
Oh my gosh.
Now to a saucepan, we add 4 ounces of butter, plus ½ pound of any treacle. I would call that excessive. Fire!
Oh,
Once the butter
man.
is melted, we add ½ a gill of milk. What is a gill?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
32 fluid drams. Oh, thank God for that. When has the
Fluid
outward supply
drams.
system helped anybody? We need a ¼ cup. Moon juice. In we go. Mix. We knead in flour until stiff. Come on. Roll to balls. And what are balls without nuts? Bake in a quick oven for about 7 minutes. That'll be 400 degrees. Hello.
Those look nice.
Okay, I see you. It is a snapless, rotund ginger snap. It's like what ginger beer is to ginger ale, just in cookie form. Good cookie. A gooey butter cake from the 1930s. We start with a cup of flour, 3rd cup of butter, paper, dash of sugar. You have to look like breadcrumbs. I don't know what type of bread y'all eating. We then press this into a square pan and cast aside, which is dead people talk for put it away. Time for the filling.
Yeah.
It's the perfect name for a baking-themed OnlyFans. First is 3/4 cup butter.
Fair.
1/4 of sugar. Butter go butter. 1 egg. That thing's popping. Now we alternate between adding a cup of flour and, because it's the 1930s, 2/3 of a cup of evaporated milk. Flour.
Yeah.
Corn syrup. We'll be done by Christmas. Vanilla.
And that still takes forever.
I'm guessing the flavor profile is going to be cholesterol. Powdered sugar. 350 for
Yeah.
a ½ hour.
Let's find out.
You know, some dishes aren't amazing, but they are innately comforting. And this is a prime
Okay.
example. Like a hug on a plate. Wow. The Great Northern Nut Loaf from 49. Now, I'm not sure what makes this
Okay.
loaf northern. I just picked it because it has the most nuts I've ever seen. And I've seen my fair share. We start with nuts, which is unusual. In my experience, that normally comes last. We need 1 pound of mixed pecans and filberts. Filberts are hazelnuts, and they are my second favorite nut. My favorite doesn't come from a plant. Now we need to flour the nuts with 3/4 of a cup of flour. You know, I do prefer them defloured. A pinch of salt. Only a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. This is not going to rise, which is always embarrassing. Into a separate bowl,
boy.
3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. 3 eggs. Beat with a whisk. Never tried that before. Sounds painful. Finally, a 1/2 pound of dried figs. You know, fruit and nuts do go hand in hand. I would know. I'm both. Combine the two.
Okay.
It's literally just nuts. 300 for 80 minutes. Done.
Okay.
Whoa. It's a great taste, nice and moist, but very crunchy. If you hate nuts, I can see
Nice.
you spitting it out. Not me. Ham and bananas hollandaise. Welcome to the
Okay.
70s. 4 bananas. Peeled. Whoopsie. Boiled ham. Now we need to individually wrap the bananas. This was still the Cold War after all. Fear of communist bananas was at an all-time high. Bacon.
Oof.
Seems logical. 10 minutes. Hollandaise. Oh boy. Eggy. Just the yolk. Water and lemon juice. Very hot butter. Careful. Very slowly. Cayenne. My bananas are baked. The 70s. Sponsored by the color beige. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Huh? Sweet, it's meaty, it's salty, it's uncomfortably appetizing. A Hoover stew from
Yep.
the Great Depression. Now it stands to reason that this dish was named after the 31st President of the United States, a vacuum. This was the economic way to feed your family during a time where people were pinching pennies until Lincoln wept. Water! Salt,
Yeah.
fire! In goes a pound of macaroni. Now we slice a pound of hot dogs as thin as coins. Ah yes, brings back memories. Time to drain the pasta. Into a large pot goes 2 pounds of stewed tomatoes, pound of canned corn and the juice. Add in the hot dogs and simmer for 10 minutes. Dylan, you say, did people not have spices in the Great Depression? No, they didn't. Refer to depression. This is so much food. Yep. Is it bland? Yes. Is it bad? No. Especially when you consider that all of this cost me $6. Impressive. Ice cream cone cupcakes from 79. Now you'd think that ice cream cones are for ice cream, but
Okay.
no. This is the 70s. We do what we want. We start with a 1/2 cup
Yep.
of vegetable oil, a cup of sugar, teaspoon of vanilla, and 1 egg. Then you whisk vigorously. For the dry ingredients, we have a 1.5 cups of flour, 1/2 cup of cocoa, and
Okay.
a teaspoon of floof soda, baking soda. Then we alternate
Yep.
adding our dry ingredients with a 1/2 cup of buttermilk. If you don't have buttermilk, you could always buy it.
Yeah.
Mix. And finally, a 1/2 cup of hot water. Oh boy. We fill these up about 2/3 of the way, and they need to have a flat bottom, like me. Get in!
Oh my god.
350 for about 30 minutes. Hello! For the buttercream, we just beat a 1/2 cup of soft butter, slowly adding a cup of powdered sugar,
Yep.
and some vanilla. Yes, you can make buttercream by hand. I do everything by hand. I'm very lonely.
Aw. That looks really good.
Look at that. It's just a really tasty, fun idea. I love it. And
Okay, so not too bad of an idea for that. But I mean, watching this guy, watching him like go through all these different recipes, he's having fun with it. But he's not also just having fun with it. I'm pretty sure he live streams some of these as well. Which hence why there's so many cuts in between, because it would otherwise take forever just for one recipe. Especially for some of the ones that take for like, you know, resting overnight and everything. But honestly, seems like a whole lot of fun. I mean, his kitchen is very nicely laid out. And I mean, he has plenty of recipes around. I mean, sure, a whole lot of fun. He's just a whole lot of fun to watch. And it's not just the fact that it's fun just to watch him bake, but it's also fun just to listen at the subtle jabs he makes at himself or the self-gay references that he makes to himself. It's pretty fun. I overall just very much enjoy watching him.
Impossible Pie from 1969.
Okay.
Some things are naturally impossible, like perpetual motion or happy AT&T customers. But apparently this pie
Yeah.
makes itself.
AT&T sucks.
In a blender. It's good to be back. Then simply add a 1/2 cup of butter, cup of sugar, 2 cups of moo juice, oh god, 4 eggs, cup of shredded coconut, 1/2 cup of flour, and some nibble.
Okay.
Now we blend. Because why not? Let's hope this
Yep.
doesn't kill the
Downshift.
blender. And that's it. While this bakes, it apparently forms its own crust and layers. I have my doubts.
Okay.
350 for an hour. Done! Enough! Cool. And then to the fridge. Hello. Impossible! It did it. Formed its own pie. Coconut and vanilla. How did that work? You crazy old people. Leftover bread pancakes from 1947. Now, I love pancakes, so a homemade recipe which is easy, needs no flour, and lets you use up some stale bread seems too good to be true. Let's see if it is. We start with 7 or 8
Let's find out.
slices of stale bread. Just tear it up and put it in a bowl. Adding to it 3/4 of a cup of milk. Moo juice! Time to mash! Next, a pinch of salt, 2 tablespoons of sugar. They recommend 4 if these are for kids. Can I be a kid, please? Next is 1 teaspoon of floof powder, which is baking powder. I call it floof powder because it floofs. Finally,
Yeah.
and keep beating thoroughly. A bit of oil. Then you just 3 minutes on each side on medium high heat. Ooh, smell really good.
Little pancakes. That's what it looks like.
That is good. They're so fluffy. Some good pancakes. I'm not even gonna wait for my bread to go stale. I'm just gonna make these. Magic beer bread from '84. Now, most breads are risen by yeast, those lovely little things that make your bread all fluffy and puffy like a cat in heat. But this recipe is a quick bread recipe which doesn't have any yeast but promises to taste like it does. We begin with a 12-ounce can or bottle of your choice of brew. Oh, this is my type of baking. Just make sure it's not cold. Then we just add 3 cups of flour. Oh, it's foamy. 3 tablespoons of sugar. 3 teaspoons of baking powder. And finally, a good pinch of salt. Now we just go to town with our hands. Rings are coming off. That's how you knew you were in trouble. Oh, get off! And into a greased loaf pan. Flatten it out. Then in this goes to a cold, unpreheated oven. Sacrilegious. Set the temperature to 350 and bake for about an hour. Is this the magic part? Do a trick! Woo! Not exactly a pretty loaf of bread. Whoa. But it don't need to be pretty, because that's pretty darn good. The beer offers all that lovely sour taste that you'd expect from yeast. Wow. For a dead simple, easy, cheap bread, that is a winner. Magic cinnamon sticks from '63. So this recipe finds a good use for ready-made pie crust mix. But of course, you could use any leftover pie pastry you have, or make your own if you enjoy that type of low-level anxiety. 1 pie crust mix. And this one needs 5 tablespoons of cold water. You gotta mix it with your fingies. Done! Roll this into a thin rectangle. Now sprinkle some coarse sugar on both sides, pressing it in with your rolling pin. I like sugar. Get in! Now into 3 tablespoons of melted butter goes 6 teaspoons of cinnamon mix. And then on it goes. This is very satisfying. I like you. Fold this in half and cut into strips. They're so cute.
So little tiny cinnamon twists.
And onto a baking sheet. We bake these at 350 for about 20 minutes.
This has got to be really good.
Oh, like a cookie. Hold on.
Oh, Nutella.
I'm going to eat all of these. Magic
I wouldn't doubt
ice cream
it.
from the Great Depression. Now, in my personal experience, depression and ice cream are a match made in heaven, so I have high hopes for this. We begin with 1 package of raspberry jello. Going to assume we have the same size package. Though the last time I made that mistake, I ended up stunned and quite self-conscious.
No.
Add a cup of boiling water. Cup of sugar. By the way, this is a no-churn ice cream, hence the magic. 3 cups of moo juice. Vanilla. To the fridge. Whip a cup of cream. So this took 40 minutes to stiffen up, which means it should see a doctor, but it also means we get to fold in the whipped cream. Be very gentle. Now, if it's not folding in properly like mine, you can go ahead and cry, or put it back in the fridge. It's your call. Cover and freeze until firm. Good night. Good morning.
It looks good.
Good heavens. It's surprisingly soft. Impressive, sir. A millionaire pie from '59.
Okay.
I could never be a millionaire. I'd end up buying like 3,000 Pop-Tarts. Or ducks. I quite like ducks. To 1.5 cups of graham cracker crumbs, we add a 1/4 cup of sugar, 1/2 cup of melted butter. So begins the graham cracker crust. Uniformity is of utmost importance. Blind bake the shell at 375 for 15 minutes. Blind baking is when you put the shell in the oven with 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, pound of crushed pineapple, drained of course, cup of sweetened coconut. How much sugar do you want in this? A jar of chopped maraschino cherries. A lot. Beep, beep, beep,
oh boy.
How are they so red? In go the cherries and a 1/4 of the juice.
Probably the red dye.
Juice of a lemon. To top it off, in goes a tub of Cool Whip. Hope y'all know some dentists. Good night. Good morning. You are pink. Whoa, Nelly. Woo. I say, this is
Very
camp.
nice, isn't
I
it?
Don't hate it. Over the top, outdated mid-century camp. Magic peanut butter cookies from '84. These are 3-ingredient cookies, which means I have some serious doubts. Because a normal cookie contains butter, milk, salt, baking powder, flour. This recipe just says no. We start with 1 cup of peanut butter, a half cup of sugar, plus 1 egg, and that's it.
That's all there
This
is?
is not how you make cookies. Just roll them out, then cross them with a fork. There's no way. This is gonna end up a melted tray of peanut butter. $3.50 for 10 minutes. No, come on.
You were very...
You cheated. These are brilliant. Melted.
I bet you-
Brilliant.
I bet you adding Nutella to this would be great.
A peanut butter pie from 1953. Now this pie is described as a chiffon. Now what does that mean? It means it was written by a white person. We start by adding a pack of gelatin to water. I told you. The yolks of 2 eggs, quarter cup of sugar.
Okay.
And water. Cook over a double boiler. We're getting bougie today. Gelatin. Vigorous whisking. Fridge. Half cup of peanut butter. Half cup of water. You're diluting peanut butter to the gulag. Vanilla. Put
Oof.
in here. Time to beat the egg whites. If I have to beat anything else in this recipe, I'm going to be charged with domestic violence. Quarter cup of sugar. Egg whites. Oh, goddamn gravity. Fold. Back you go. Pastry.
Yep.
This better be good. Yes. Good night. Good morning.
Nice.
Finish with whipped cream. God damn it. It's beautiful. Peppermint patties from 1946. Now, I didn't know that one could make
Okay, I know my wife loves these.
Regarded industrial process, but apparently not. Take that, big peppermint. We start with 1 cup of sweetened condensed milk. In goes 1.5 teaspoons of peppermint extract. Be very careful with this. Stuff's stronger than my desire to drop out of college. Slowly add 5 to 5.5 cups of powdered sugar. Christmas time means sugar time. You can use a stand mixer. I'm just easily frightened by machinery.
Yeah.
Done. Now you might need more or less powdered sugar. You're just looking for a workable dough. Parchment. More powdered sugar.
Okay.
Hello, Dolly. Boop. To the freezer. Now over a double boiler, we melt 4 cups of chocolate. Adding to it 2 teaspoons of shortening. Get off with the spoon. Fire. Then once your chocolate is melted and your patties are firm, you take a fork and then woo, it's a little bit messy. They don't stop. To the fridge. Woo! Yes! Look at that! You can do that! 10 out of 10! How are these so perfect? Potato candy from the Great Depression.
Oh, this is
Just like
good.
my
This stuff is
relationships,
good.
Candy is inevitably unhealthy, so potato seems a peculiar addition. Peel and boil 1 russet. Ah! This recipe only has 3 ingredients, so I'm a bit scared. Your time has come. Add 8 to 10 cups of powdered sugar. Cups? Cups! 8 is the lowest.
8
There
cups
should
of
be
powdered
8 to
sugar.
10 cups of anything. This is poundage of sugar. The potatoes are gone. It's turned to liquid. Are you a sorcerer? So much powder. Reminds me of summers in Colombia. We literally now have
You
a
like this
dough
recipe,
we're gonna
Chris?
roll out.
I mean, I like it too. It's pretty good.
Potato. Jar of peanut butter. Every turn in this recipe has been a left. Come on. This feels familiar. To the fridge. Well,
I mean, these are really good though.
busted. It's good. I'll be damned. Potato chip cookies from '76.
Okay.
Now, sweet and salty things aren't anything new. You have classics like PB&J, chicken and waffles, fake friends, your in-laws.
It cracks you up, Amber. Yeah, it's it. It's it.
Quarter of sugar, cream. No, that would be very indecent. Butter goes you fluffy. 2 eggs, teaspoon of vanilla. Now's when we smash 8 ounces of potato chips.
Potato chips.
Look who's fallen from grace. Shen.
Oof.
2 cups of flour. 3 teaspoons of flute powder. Now in goes half of the potato chips and a cup of chocolate chips. Oh, that's crunchy. Chill time. We're gonna roll the dough in the potato chips. You're insane. 15 minutes at 3.
Okay. I mean, I could see why it'd be good.
I don't know. I mean, the potatoes, a whole bag of potato chips. It's phenomenal. Wow.
Husband was seriously considering getting the cookbooks he was out. I mean, fair enough.
See if we're going to jail today, huh?
You can probably see.
2 russets. You know, a lot of things start with potatoes. French fries, hash browns, famine, Communism. Potatoes are finished when they're soft. Yes, I've noticed that with men, too.
It makes him laugh,
Once
yeah.
the potatoes are cool, we add a cup of
This guy is
buttermilk,
really
pint
funny.
of yeast, 4 teaspoons of baking powder, and a half teaspoon of soda. Half cup of melted butter. Don't kill the yeasty boys. They're working very hard. 4 eggs. Add enough flour to make a dough. Putting your faith in the wrong man. Sugar! 2 cups! I told you not to trust me. This took about 6.5 cups of flour. Now we let it rise for an hour. This is the first time we're deep frying.
I love how he has the fire extinguisher on standby.
Oh! Best donut I've made. A pound cake from 1904.
Okay,
Pound cake
simple.
is one of my favorite things to do, but I'm single, so it's been a while. It's called such
Aw.
because the traditional recipe is a pound each of butter, sugar, eggs, and flour. Nothing else. We start
Yep.
by beating the butter. Now we slowly cream in a pound of sugar. Oh boy! Now I'm beating and creaming by hand because, as any man could tell you, that's how we all first learned.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Good heavens! How many eggs? 9. We beat them in
9 eggs.
This is wild. And finally, the flour. Fold into a bunt. We bake this in a moderately slow oven for 80 to 100 minutes. Hello.
Oh. I guess you baked it too long.
I really just JFK'd this cake. Man, that's wonderful. For something that doesn't have any flavoring at all, you would not believe it. With a texture like nothing else. It's very good. But we don't talk about this.
Great texture.
Rice bread from World War I. This recipe happens to be gluten-free, as if 1918 wasn't miserable enough. We begin with a half cup of white rice. Water! The rice is resigned to be overcooked. Why you gotta say it like that?
It's resigned.
I hereby sentence you to be overcooked. Cup and a half of cornmeal. 2 tablespoons of margarine. Then 1.5 cups of milk. Scalded. You useless! Do you mean scalded? Hey. He's like, nah, fam, that ain't no typo. I want you to yell it.
Insult the milk.
Well, the rice resigned, all right. It is no longer with us. 1 cup exactly. 4 teaspoons of baking powder. Is this bread going to space?
Oh gosh.
Bake for a half hour in a hot oven. Yes, I know it's hot. You get it's an oven. 400
Yeah.
days. Hello. Like a really smooth, fluffy cornbread. The rice does more than you think. Thank you. Scotcheroos
Okay.
from 1965. So Rice Krispie treats were invented all the way back in 1939 at the Kellogg's Company in Battle Creek, Michigan, and
Yeah.
have since become the most dominant Rice Krispie confection. But 26 years later, they came up with these, a lesser-known variant, which we are going to try today. In a big old pan, we're gonna need a cup of corn syrup, followed by a cup of sugar. Excessive. Fire! Bring
Okay.
this to a boil to create a cavity-inducing syrup. Charming. Next, we remove from heat and add in a cup of peanut butter. Mix. Then in goes 5 cups of Rice Krispies. You know, I've never understood America's obsession with breakfast cereals. Whatever was wrong starting your middle school mornings crying over a sad bowl of oatmeal? That was character building. Good old liquid cardboard. Anyway, this is rather dense. In this goes to a 13 by 9. Just cooperate. While that's cool, we melt a cup of butterscotch chips and a cup of chalky chips over a double boiler. Melt, you get! Just spread it on and cool completely. Yes.
Oh gosh.
Man, these are good. These are better than Rice Krispie treats. Survival
I bet
bread
so.
from 1972. This bread is claimed to last upwards of 7 years, or roughly the amount of time it's taken me to get my bachelor's degree. We start with a cup of sugar, 1/4 cup of honey, the same of water. Then we bring to a boil with a pack of lemon jello. If there's one thing I've learned,
Lemon Jello.
it's inevitable. Oh, we know.
Yeah.
Shut up. Fire. For the dry ingredients, we need 2.5 cups of powdered milk, 2 cups of oats.
Oh gosh.
Stop that! How am I going to survive the apocalypse if I can't survive oats? Once whatever this is boiled, you add it to the dry. Oh, should fit. Add a bit of water if we need to. Sweetie, this needs a lot of things, but water isn't one of them. Then we mold it into a brick. So sticky. 30 minutes, 350.
Okay.
Huh. This is an enigma. It is quite dry, but not in a bad way, like a biscotti. I would take this camping. Tang cookies from 1969. Hey! Now this recipe is from Nebraska. Nebraska, are you okay? We begin with 3/4 of a cup of Tang. Might I remind you that this is a cookie with drink mix. Followed by a 1/2 cup of sugar. Any dentists out there? 2 eggs. And 2/3 of a cup of vegetable oil. That's a choice. Whisk. Gee, this sure is vibrant. Nebraska. Now the dry ingredients are dry. 2 cups of flour. 2 teaspoons of floof powder. And a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I expected Nebraskans to be saltier since they live in Nebraska. Combine. Mix. 350 for about 12 to 15 minutes. I know. Oh, I know.
Yo, Chris, thanks for the follow, man.
They are quirky, but not bad. It's tangy. I would bake them a little less, though, like 10 to 12 minutes. But thank you, Nebraska. A tomato soup cake from 1950.
Oh, gosh.
What's the difference between margarine and shortening? The amount of time spent on the toilet. Need
Yeah.
reinforcements. Sugar in a carton. Creamy. Sift your flour 3 times. Lady, your cake has tomato soup in it. This is the least of your worries.
I tend to agree.
And nutmeg. With the soup. Can't hide
Oh,
from me.
no.
You could. Bloop. Synonym? No. 911, what's your emergency? Yeah, that lady Carol is at the barbecue again. Careful not to overmix. Sorry, I'm just trying to kill it. Smells like a hospital. Tomato spice. If pumpkin spice got hit by a bus. At least it's not moving. Icing. Yeah. Shut up. Doesn't taste like tomato. Tastes like chocolate. A Valentine's cream pie
Okay.
from 59. Now I can't think of anything better for Valentine's Day than a good old-fashioned cream pie. And this one features
Fair
a
enough.
maraschino cherry pastry. Hello. Goodbye. For the pie pan, we're going to want a 9-inch. I know I do too. If you've got one, don't just force it in. Be gentle. Now whether or not to bake
Yeah.
is up to you. Some people aren't that patient. Blind bake at 425 for 15 minutes. This finished a bit early. Happens to the best of us. Into a saucepan goes a cup of sugar, 1/4 cup cornstarch, 2 eggs, 2 cups of moo juice, 1/4 cup of cherry juice. Hopefully it'll
Okay.
drink. Bring this to a boil.
Oh my God.
Constantly. Fire! If your hand gets tired, just keep going. I'm single, so I'm used to it. Once it's thickened, we
Fair
remove the
enough.
heat and add in a 1/2 cup of chopped cherries. In you go. To the fridge. Next, a cup of cream whipped. Some people are into that.
Yeah,
Now we get to top. That's always fun.
I agree.
I like that. Very sweet, but I like it. Velveeta
Nice.
fudge from 1984.
Wait, Velveeta, as in Velveeta cheese.
Most of which aren't as problematic as this, but then again, who are we to fault the 80s?
Cheesy
Start with a cup
chocolate.
of butter in a heavy pan. I reckon this is a heavy
I mean,
pan. Heavy with the burden of whatever
sometimes
crime it is I'm
cheese
going
can
to
go
commit.
well
We
with
melt that
chocolate.
down with a half
Oh,
pound
no.
of Velveeta. Neither
Oh, no.
scientist nor scholar knows
I
precisely
mean, I
what
agree,
Velveeta
Amber.
is.
It's no.
The
No.
The great unknown. Fire! Well, this is already critically disturbing. In goes 1/2 cup of cocoa powder.
Oh.
Next up is 2 pounds of powdered sugar. Hold on.
2 pounds? The whole
It's
bag?
the whole bag. I'm no mathematician, but I'm not sure how this whole bag's gonna fit in here, Mildred. Her name is Mildred. This is not gonna
Oh,
work.
gosh.
Oh, no way. Oh, it's alive. Ooh. Finally, you take off the heat and add in some Nilla. Oh, it's like a tumor. To the fridge. Ooh. Man, that's a good fudge. A wacky cake from the Great Depression. So the stock market's crashed and we can't afford any butter.
I don't know about that one.
But little Johnny still wants a cake for his birthday. Selfish brat. Directly
Yeah, I
into a
agree.
cake pan, a cup and a half of flour. Teaspoon of floof soda. Bloop. One of the reasons this is called a wacky cake is because you don't need a bowl. Though living in the Depression, I think everyone needed a bowl. Cup of sugar.
Yeah.
1/3 of a cup of cuckoo. And we just mix it with a fork. Now we make 3 wells. I feel like a gardener.
3
You
wells.
guys remember Farmville? Those were the days. Into 1 well goes 2
Yeah.
tablespoons of vinegar. Next, 1/3 of a cup of oil. Nilla. And finally, a whole cup of water. Just mix it in the pan. Bake this at 350 for about a 1/2 hour.
You don't think you'll ever make the fudge?
In the pan. For
I mean,
the
fair enough.
frosting, we need a cup of powdered sugar, 2 tablespoons of cuckoo, and slowly add water until thick. Beautiful. What? How did that not stick? Are you a witch? Yes! That's a darn good cake.
I mean, fair enough.
A 7-Up.
Okay. I think that's just a very good one overall. Let's see if there's anything else that Dylan has, because I've watched a good portion. He has 3 hours worth of his cooking. Jesus. Oh my God. I mean, should I keep watching some of this? I mean, maybe. If I see like a recipe that I think I've already seen, I think I'll just skip it. But in which case, I'll just keep going, I guess.
From 63. Let me tell you, this recipe.
I'll be entertained for the next 3 hours. Yeah, fair enough.
This went downhill pretty quick. Water, fire, lime jello. More like crime jello. It's like reading
Yeah.
to purgatory. Star of the show. Now we have
Thank you for the rose,
carbonated
Amber.
lime water. Don't ask me how it smells. Gotta chill. Pineapple and maraschinos. Everything's so sticky. Okay. Cool Whip. 1, 2. Marshmallows. With the mayo. Walnuts. Unholy. See you later. Good morning. Woo.
Oh my god.
There's so much going on! Sorry, I can't say it's bad. It tastes like aggressively sweet fruit salad put into lime gelato. That doesn't make any of this okay. Ambrosia from 1951.
Okay, I've seen the ambrosia.
Many suspect salads, many of which continue to leak. From
And he liked it.
1965. Now, I didn't know
Almond
you
milk.
just
I hadn't
make
seen this
almond
one.
milk until I found it in the miscellaneous section of this here encyclopedia, and lo and behold, our first step was to cover a cup of almonds in cold water overnight. Good night. Good morning. Then we discard the water, put the almonds in a blender, adding to it 4 cups of fresh water. Then we blend for about 3 minutes.
Okay.
It's milky. Now we need to strain this to prevent bits of nuts from getting into the milk. You could use a tea towel or some cheesecloth or something literally called a nut milk bag, though that's normally used to prevent children. Feels familiar? And bam, that's almond milk. I thought it was a lot more complicated than that. If you want it sweetened, add some sugar. If you want vanilla, add a bit of nilla.
Okay.
I mean, it's almond milk. Good almond milk. So if you have some almonds in a blender, go to town.
Fair enough. See what's next.
Amish lard cakes from
Okay, I hadn't seen this one yet.
Lard, 100% solid pig fat, a disturbing concept, and we're going to fry a dessert in it. Start
Oh
with
wait, yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it. This one I think was in his bad one. Let's go around to the next one.
Anzac biscuits from the Great War. In Australia and New Zealand, this recipe is actually protected.
Okay, yeah, I've seen a lot of these already. I'm just gonna have to remember what the entrance is to each of them. Let me see. Asparagus cake. Have not seen this one.
1980. You know, I don't make these things up. They legitimately get printed in cookbooks for reasons I've yet to fathom. Our kitchen to yours. You can keep it. First, we need 2 cups of grated asparagus. This is food for sheep and people who do yoga. Next is a 1.5 cups of vegetable oil, orange rind, 2 teaspoons of Nilla extract, vanilla asparagus. Really? 8 ounces of crushed pineapple and the juice. Sorry,
Oh, gosh.
pineapple, vanilla asparagus. My bad. 3 eggs. The dry ingredients are 3 cups of flour, 2 cups of sugar, pinch of salt, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, cinnamon, and a 1.5 cups of chopped nuts. Mix.
Okay.
Guacamole. Bad. An hour at 350. So heavy. Powdered sugar, orange, moon juice. Ooh. So it's a nice moist cake, but it's flavored like the underneath of a lawnmower. It's earthy. Right.
Awesome.
A baked bean pizza from 1954.
This was atrocious. That is a crime to put baked beans on a pizza. Oh god. Boiled
The
cookies.
ingredients. The 50s was a time of blossoming creativity.
I had not seen these yet.
No bakes, which is also the drug testing policy of anyone employed by the government. First up, we
Yeah.
need a skillet. Do you all call this a frying pan or a skillet? I call it Steve. In goes a 1/2 cup of butter. 2 cups of sugar. Calories don't count on Christmas. 1/2 cup of fruit juice. Yes, you can put liquid in dry measures. Volume doesn't change. Fight me. 3 tablespoons of potted cocoa. Now we bring this to the boil and then let it boil for precisely 1 minute. Fire! You've never been there, have you? New positions are fun. Done! Now we remove from heat and quickly add in a cup of peanut butter, a bit of Nilla, and 3 cups of quick oats. Then mix. Scoop onto wax paper and let them dry. They are firm. Judging by how they smell, I might be too.
Oof.
Whoa, man! They're like candy. Good cookie.
All right, what's next?
Humdingers from 1967.
I just got done
Don't
watching
ask.
this one. Let's see. What is the next one?
Well,
Bad.
that was utterly horrendous. Thank you.
All right, what's next?
No man this Valentine's Day? No problem. Let's make a 1950s candle salad. Start with 1 piece
Okay.
of lettuce. Oh, Betty Crocker, what are you up to? French Revolution, your pineapple. You could just use canned pineapple if you're a communist. Peel a banana.
Yeah.
Hey, darling, put the banana in. You're out of pocket. This one's European. Insert Insert what? 1 toothpick in the top. Add 1 maraschino cherry for the flame. Oh god, it's bleeding. For the candle wax. The what? And with that, your candle salad is finished. No shit. Doesn't tell you how to eat it. So I don't know if I need a knife and fork or I need to tie my hair back. Good morning.
Oh my god.
Like a banana. Have a good Valentine's. Stay safe. Cheese cookies from
Oh man.
Call me crazy, but I believe that cookies should be sweet, a dessert, a treat. This isn't that. No, our friends from the 80s have come up with a savory appetizer cookie, so...
Okay.
We start by melting 2 sticks of oleo. This stuff also goes by the name of margarine, or wrong.
I think I watched this one. I don't think he was very fond of it. Oh man.
Boil a potato.
Yep. Chocolate potato cake. I've watched that one. Let's see. The zucchini bread, I have watched that one. What is this? What are you... Dylan, what are you doing? Christmas
So
fruitcake.
I've never made a fruitcake, but...
Yep, I've watched this one. I don't think there's many that I haven't watched from him. Let's see if he has, like, anything more, you know, like, interesting. See if I can look at any of his stuff. Okay. So he has a ton of these right here. So then why don't we just watch the shorts?
Balls from 1979. This book and recipe was mailed to me with a note. Happy Halloween, Dylan. Face your fears. You ready? We start off swinging with a pound of sauerkraut. Gotta drain it. Do you want ice or no? You know what? I am thrilled already. Next is 8 ounces of cream cheese. Folks, our future looks bleak. This smells bad. God, it's smelling like coleslaw down in the Titanic. Next, we have a lovely can of corned beef. Get a load of this hokey pokey garbage. What in the paleo is that? When's the last time you opened a can like this? You know, the war is over. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just working on the cat food railroad. Make it my eyes water, man. I'll do all day. Just pop it in the fridge and then sell it and get a new one. I've just seen what lies beyond. 4 breadcrumbs. Because we gonna be deep frying. This is Anne Conrad's fault. My books won't hurt you.
Yeah.
Scoop, roll, dunk, and coat. What? Bread in my mouth on some pickled Cabbage Patch taint. Warm, salty malice. Peter Piper picked his armpit. Essence of waistband. Sauerkraut. Bourbon balls from 59. First, we crush the hopes and dreams out of a ½ pound of vanilla wafers. How many grams in a ½ pound?
Half a pound is equal to 50 pence or 67 cents USD.
Great. They call it. I like to put them in a baggie and roll them. Then we add in 2 tablespoons of potted cocoa. Plus a cup of powdered sugar. It smells so good already. Now we gotta force this through a sieve. Rather labor.
Oh my gosh.
I'm never doing this again. Next, we need a cup of pecans. If you don't like nuts, get over it. We're already committed to handling balls, for heaven's sake. Toast them for a few minutes to make sure they're dead.
Bulgaria, officially the Republic of Bulgaria, is a country.
What? Tap, tap. There's nothing better than warm nuts. Name one. Not even baking across America. After we spent all that time with the sieve, we just make it chunky again, followed by 2 tablespoons of corn syrup. Finally, 6 tablespoons of any hooch of your choosing. Because despite being called bourbon balls, they really should be called liquor balls.
Fair enough.
Hardly know her. I'm a Bermudian, so I have to use black seal. The finest spirit of sugarcane on the Atlantic. Then you mix. Says it should be damp, not wet. Choice words. Scoop
Okay.
it, boop, roll, and into powdered sugar. Oh. They're old school, but they're good. I can guarantee your grandpa would love these. Bourbon balls from 59.
So, that was a pretty good one.
From 55.
Fairy
Legend
bread.
has it in Australia and New Zealand.
Should be pretty
this
good.
Slightly derogatory sounding confection is a delicacy. You start with a plain white sandwich bread. I'm using America's standard issue Wonder Bread. It's called Wonder because you wonder what's in it.
Yeah.
The bread. Margarine is also unacceptable. Take it to the edges. Next, sprinkles. But listen up because this is crucial. You need these sprinkles. The little tiny hard balls that I think people get mammograms for. They call them hundreds of thousands. These are called jimmies, every last one of them. Not a Henry in sight. They are bigger and kind of long and thin. My weakness. But not for fairy bread. You also got dragées that look like little pearls, but these are mostly used in weddings or bakeries that try and justify a $12 cupcake. We apply the hundreds of thousands directly to the bread. Have you ever dropped a container of these nonpareils? You have to sell the house. Feel like I'm
Yep.
Fairy bread goes as far back as the 1920s. Dylan, did they have sprinkles back then? Yes, they were just in black and white. Cut to triangles. Shape is specified, so it must be important. And we are done. How strange. This is kind of nice. That's a good crunch and a good taste. Which is surprising because these don't have a flavor. That's a good snack. Fairy
Yeah?
zucchini bread from 62. Why make a bread using zucchini, you say? Have you ever made the mistake of planting zucchini? Don't!
Oh,
You'll be
gosh.
besieged. So many! You could lose your house and your children. The phallic blitzkrieg. Cup and a half of flour.
Oof.
Half teaspoon of floof powder. And the same of the soda of the baking. Salt of pinch plus simonium. We'll never know how much. For the wet, we'll need a half cup of oil. I'm using corn oil because America. In the States, corn
Okay.
is everywhere. Corn is life. It's in your
Yeah.
gas tanks. 2 eggs. Half cup brown sugar. Half cup sugar. Whisking. Finally, 1 medium zucchini. This was sold to me as a medium, which means I am significantly disadvantaged. Just shred her in. That's a cheese grater. And you gotta stop wasting your money on gadgets. It's flawless. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
In
yeah.
school, I was taught this was a courgette. Ooh. Zucchini is so exotic. In goes the dry. The color's not great. And into a pretzel.
Yeah, that looks disgusting.
$3.50 for 45 to 50 minutes. Wow. Beautiful. You can let this cool on a rack or baking across America. Wow. This is amazing. I've never done a plain one like this. The density and the texture is like banana bread.
Okay,
It's more than
pretty
just
nice.
water. There's something special going on here.
Pretty nice.
Great. Zucchini, a vanilla wafer cake from 85.
Ooh, I love vanilla
What if you
wafers.
made a cake not with flour, but with cookies instead?
I love those.
A question that could only be posed by one country, Texas. We start with just a cup of butter, rare showing of Lone Star restraint, followed by 2 cups of sugar. Never mind. We need to cream these 2 together. Creaming with electronic assistance is nothing to be ashamed of. Beat in
Yeah.
6 eggs. 1 by 1. Done! Now for 12 ounces of vanilla wafers. We got a food processor to pulse these to a powder. I love these things. They're like blenders that don't complain. Oh, I'm a blender. It's
Yeah.
too wet, it's too thick, it's too dry. Whoops! You'd think they'd unionized. Then alternate adding the crumbs with a half cup of muchos. I'm starting to like where this is going. We'll be using a bunt, which means we need to be very careful. Everything wants to stick in a bunt. Butter it up like crazy. Explore every ridge, every valley. Don't forget the shaft either. Just as important as the tip
Yeah.
in the batter. $3.25 for at least an hour and a half. 5 years ago today, I did my first video in this kitchen. So thank you for still watching and for...
Nice.
There's no way this is coming out. No! I wouldn't say it was effortless. Oh. It has a lot of potential, but it's far too sweet, and there's something wrong with it integrally. It's all oil, and it's not quite right. Hence the failed excision.
Aw.
These were probably a lot different in 1985. If you got any of those, go ahead. Funeral potatoes from 74.
Funeral
Last week,
potatoes.
When you told me I needed to make this,
Funeral.
and I took that as a threat. Funeral potatoes, knuckle sandwiches, America is confusing. Our tale begins with 16 ounces of sour cream. Fabled weapon rumored to soil the britches of thousands of lactose-wary Westerners.
Okay, I need
Now
to
for a
subscribe
can
to
of cream
him.
of chicken soup. Do you know how they cream chickens? It's those that don't make it across the road. Now for 2 cups of sweated cheddar. I beg your pardon. Is this 2 cups? I haven't a clue, but it feels right, so I'm going for it. And that's how little
All
Johnny
right.
was born. Half a cup of melted butter. I got the best butter and cheese and sour chicken in Utah. Next is 2 pounds of hash browns. Apparently, there's a big debate whether it's shredded or diced hash browns. This recipe says diced. Finally, we add the powders. There are no powders here. What powders we talking about? Is this for the funeral?
Oh,
or
no.
causing the funeral? All right, we got onion and garlic. The hallowed powders of Middle America. Shove this into a 13 by 9. Told a 9 by 13 works equally well. For the top, we need 2 cups of crushed cornflakes. I could only manage to get toasted flakes of corn. I tell you, 2 bags
Okay.
of groceries cost me $48 yesterday. 48! It's ridiculous. Quarter cup of melted
Jeez.
butter. I was about to take a bite. Just pop this over top. Don't talk to me about the cornflakes on the stove. Pop her in at 350 for just under an hour. Toasted flakes, friggin' corn. Behold. Whose book is this?
It's good?
This is just down home plain good. No notes. Do you guys really only get this at funerals? That's a shame, because I need more of that. Funeral
Jeez.
potatoes from 74.
Okay.
An orange sherbet salad from
I think we'll do a
81.
couple
Are
more.
you looking for a salad colored like a highlighter? Well, Gillette, Wyoming has a recipe for you. Starts with 6 ounces of orange jello, my favorite vegetable. You say, Dylan, you're doing a lot of jello lately. Do you scold the sculptor for using his chisel? In goes a cup of boiled
fair enough.
water. He's strong. Next up, we blend in a mixer with orange sherbet. What? Blend in orange sherbet with a mixer. We need a pint. 2 cups to a pint, 2 pints to a quart, 4 quarts to a gallon. Bam! Yeah! That's the baby. Dylan, is sherbet like sorbet? No, sorbet has no dairy. So sherbet has dairy? Yes. So what's the difference
Yeah.
between sherbet and ice cream? You're asking too many questions. You're gonna displease
Yeah.
the sherbet council. You don't want an inquisition. Folding in a tub of Cool Whip. Becoming creamy. Finally, 11 ounces of mandarin oranges. Technically, these aren't oranges. They are a distinct citrus. I mean, it is fluffy. Good night. It's done. Oh. Oh, just straight up an orange dreamsicle. But it's formless and big goopy.
Yeah.
Big, sweet goop. I'm trying to find a Jell-O salad which is undeniably pleasant. If you know any, tell me. At least this one's halfway decent. It's a good one, you know? That's me. An orange sherbet salad from 81. Are you looking for a salad colored like a highlighter? Well, Gillette, Wyoming has a recipe for you. Starts with 6 ounces of orange Jell-O, my favorite vegetable. You say, Dylan, you're doing a lot of Jell-O lately. Do you scold the lettuce cookie bars from 91?
I think we'll do 2 more after this
For
one.
the dry ingredients, we need a 1.5 cups of flour to 2 teaspoons of floof powder, boop, 1/2 teaspoon of soda, pinch of salt, ginger. And now hold on, 1/8 of a teaspoon. Not a lot of ginger, but ginger nonetheless. Mix, Frank.
Okay.
He'll get time for a head of lettuce. You gotta wash it. Came from the dirt. This is ridiculous. Salad side quest. I'm making a salad here for a chinchilla. We need a cup of it, finely chopped. It's a cup of mulch. 1/2 cup of oil, a cup of sugar, lemon rind. I picked this recipe because it's from Laramie, Wyoming. I love Laramie. For now, mix that all together, add the dry, and the lettuce, lemon ginger lettuce. This is what rabbits get at Olive Garden. 2 Oh, it's green. Don't worry, there's still a 1/2 cup of walnuts, because when it's bad, it might as well crunch. Rocky Road for farm animals into a greasy 13 by 9. $3.50 for about 40 minutes.
Gosh.
Oh. Whoa! If you don't have a cooling rack, you can use my book. Time for a glaze of a 1.5 cups of powdered sugar, a bit more lemon zest, and the juice. Oh, no.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, that's... Give me a second. Just try your best.
Okay.
They're verdant, arboreal, tastes like Frank. Notes of moss and roughage. It is such a bad idea. Look at this.
Yeah.
Lettuce cookie.
I am currently
Okay, he's doing a signing. Rock bottom pie. All right, one more after this one.
Effort, yet handsome in taste. Do you wonder what goes bump in the night? The birds. It always is. We start with a cup of peanut butter. You can either use creamy or the better option. 8 ounces of cream cheese. Cream cheese.
Creamy or chunk.
Little bit of vanilla. You give it the old razzle dazzle. Are you gonna make it? You can do it! No! It smells good already. Except for the burning motor. And me. Fold in a tub of American ingenuity. Now we crush 10 Oreos. I'll be using this high-quality implement. Did you know this is out today? I'm not joking. The time has come. Then we turned it into
I love how he's so creative with how he plugs his cookbook.
Put some crumbs on top. To the fridge. Good evening. Look at it.
It looks so good. Please don't fall.
That's just old-fashioned good.
You would have killed Frank.
Bottom tastes like, I'm all for it. If this is what rock bottom tastes like, I'm all for it. A rock bottom.
Fair enough.
Dangerously lemon pie from 1990.
All right, this is the final one. Let's see if we end on a banger.
By a maniac or someone disturbingly obsessed with lemons. 6
Oh
ounces
gosh.
of lemon Jell-O into 1.5 cups of boiling water. Zest of 1 lemon, the juice of 2. Sounds literary. Look at the size of this.
Okay.
It's a football. Good lord. The lemon levels are already kind of high. There's no seeds in this lemon. Whoa! We've gone too far. To the fridge. Whip a cup of cream with a 1/2 cup of lemonade powder.
Wait, really?
This person just listing all the types of lemon. Also, this mixer might blow up. Whipped lemonade. Okay, never mind. I'm kind of behind that. Folding in a cup of sour cream. You have me intrigued. Look at that. Fold in the lemon tincture. Oh, yeah. Finally, she says we need to chill it. She doesn't say to put it in anything. If it weren't for the title, this would be anything. She could drink it from a straw, you lemon lover. I've just used a graham cracker shell. Good night. Frank, it's literally 1 week until baking across America. Good morning. Come on. Oh.
I mean, it looks nice.
I mean, lemon. That's really good. It's quite summery. Heavy on the citrus. It's kind of bouncy. It does need a bit of salt. A danger.
Okay, so not too bad. It was pretty good. Honestly, I'm gonna have to look at more stuff like this because creativity outside of like gaming and such is actually a really fun idea, especially how he does his baking. I might need to look into other forms of content like this. But anyways, guys, if you are still watching, thanks for all the support today. And honestly, I hope to do more videos like this. I just need more suggestions on things to do, and it would make it a lot easier for how I want to go about doing these types of content. But just like, subscribe, leave me some comments, or just follow me on Twitch or TikTok. Anyways, I will see you all later. Cheers.